How's it going, everybody out there on Facebook land? Okay, I'm making this video because I just couldn't not do or say something because it's been making me crazy all week. Now, I'm going to tell you what it's about right away. This is about these stupid chemtrails. Now that I've said it, you can call me a crazy conspiracy theorist and you can just shut this video off right away. Or, if you know me well enough, you can know that I'm not completely cuckoo. I may not be completely sane, but I'm not a total lunatic. So you can think with an open mind for 1 second and listen to what I have to say, because this is so in everybody's face and in our face. It's just completely right there. And I want to talk a little bit about what I've observed this week, because I'm an observer and I watch everything and I try to make my own opinion and decisions based on what I see. So this whole week we've had unbelievably gorgeous weather. The sky's been clear, it's been amazing, there hasn't been a cloud in the sky. So all week I've been watching what's going on over top of our head. I've been working outside, I'm a landscaper. I've been cutting trees down all week. We've been doing landscaping and I've been out here loving the gorgeous weather as we all have. But I've been looking up at the sky and I've been paying attention. And I've been seeing these planes fly back and forth, 5, 6 of them, crisscrossing the whole entire sky and leaving these damn huge long chemtrails. And they're not disappearing. And then I see some planes flying across where you're seeing a little bit of a contrail or an exhaust trail behind the plane and it disappears right away. But there's a clear difference between a plane where it looks like it's disappearing, 100 feet behind the plane, and a plane that's flying across the whole sky and the line is staying across the whole sky, not disappearing. So because it was such a clear sky and there was nothing in the sky at the beginning of the week, there was one in particular that I've been paying attention to all week. It flew across, and every day it got wider and wider and wider. It didn't just stay there for a day maybe and disappear. I've been watching that exact one first trail get wider and wider and wider all week. And now it's literally in that direction and it's across the whole sky. On top of that, I've been pointing out to my workers too, who may or may not think I'm crazy because they don't tell me, I don't know. But today especially, we've been seeing planes crisscross across the whole sky. It was a perfectly clear day. If anybody paid attention to what it was like out, it was a beautifully clear day today. It's Sunday, October 22nd, and for the beginning part of the day, it was gorgeous. We've been watching these planes fly overhead, and I've been pointing them out to the guys. And now, look at this whole entire sky. This whole entire sky is cloud covered. But it's not clouds like we saw when we were kids, where you'd watch them roll in when you were laying down in the grass looking up at the sky, and you'd watch the wind blow them in from one side to the other, and you could make up whatever shapes you saw, whether they were an elephant or a dog or a dolphin. These are clouds that are flat, and they're just blanketing the whole sky. And they didn't roll in or blow in. It's not a windy day. It hasn't been windy all week. It's been beautiful and still. These clouds didn't roll in. These were lines that were sprayed all day long, and that they have widened out and completely blanketed the sky. And then look, on top of that behind me, look at this. The only place in the sky where there aren't clouds, and what do we see behind me right above my head there? We see a line that's just literally, I watched the plane go right across. So, and then look off to that side there. We see another line right there. We see 2 more lines right there. Is it a coincidence now, and I'm just a conspiracy theorist, that the only clear spot in the sky, those planes are flying, crisscrossing back and forth? Watch, I guarantee by the time it's dark or by tomorrow morning, even those spots are going to be full in, and this whole side is going to look exactly like that. Because literally this morning, except for one area, that whole spot was clear, and there was planes flying back and forth through there too, and now look, it's blanketed the whole thing. So you want to call me crazy, call me conspiracy theorist, not believe in these chemtrail things, but you know what? This is right in front of our face. I've been paying attention to all week. I've been pointing it out to my guys. And I mean, this is terrible. We've had a gorgeous week, nothing but sun, and now it's cooling off. It's nighttime. It's getting darker now too, but they're calling for rain next week, giving us stupid 40% chances and all this and that. And why? Because this is hopefully going to work, and if it doesn't work, it's not going to rain. Maybe it'll rain the week after. They can't predict the weather because they're messing with it so much. But I mean, this is proof right here. Just this morning, the sky was beautifully clear. Planes were crisscrossing back and forth over the clear spots, leaving these crazy lines that we've been watching spread out all day, and now they're spread out over the whole area. And now we got this ridiculous cloud cover that isn't clouds. This is a chemical cover. And it's disgusting, and it needs to stop. And more people need to wake up and pay attention like I have this week. It's not because I don't do drugs. I'm not on medication. I'm not losing my mind. It's because I'm paying attention. I'm opening my eyes. I'm watching for myself what's going on, and you can see it. If you just turn up your nose to it, oh, this guy's crazy, and shut it off, and I'm not going to worry about it, well, you're just not observing. Just put your ego aside, or you're scared to be wrong, or your judgment that I may be turning into a crazy person, and just do what I did. Just pay attention and watch, and you'll start to see it makes sense. And then you could start doing your research and see that there's other people doing the same thing. I'm not any different than there's thousands of other people that are doing the same thing and seeing what's going on. And you can do it yourself, and then you'll see. Because if you just think, oh, this is craziness, and you stop paying attention, that's how it gets done and gets away with it. How things get pulled over our eyes and get done without our consent. This isn't without our consent. If you realize what's in this stuff and you don't like it, who's going to want this sprayed over top of us? More people need to see what's going on and open up their eyes and admit and realize to themselves what's going on. And we need to stand together and fight back and create a voice. That's the only way it'll stop. Because I don't want this stuff sprayed over top of me. I don't want them trying to mess with the weather and control it. I want the earth to do what the earth is going to do. And I want it to be clean. I want our air to be clean. Because you know what happens? Once it does rain, this stuff gets brought down on top of us. On top of our cars, on top of in our crops and our food, everything. So I don't want that. And you shouldn't want it either. And you shouldn't just judge me and think that I'm crazy and turn a blind eye to it. Because this gets worse and worse and worse. Anyways, that's what I got. I hope it opens up some people's eyes. Because this literally all just happened today. And it didn't get blown in. It got flown in. And it's spread and now covered the whole sky. And it's disgusting. I'm seeing this as I'm driving home, and I had to pull over and say something about it because I just can't keep my mouth shut about it anymore. It's crazy. Anyway, thanks a lot. I hope you listened, and you'll start to pay attention yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, bye.